Nearly 200,000 babies are born with clubfoot each year. But thanks to a safe, effective, and non-surgical method, the majority of these children will be able to run, jump, play in the park with little trace of this birth defect. Here to talk about the first steps a parent can take in treating their newborn baby is MD Orthopaedics medical consultant Dr. Matt Prihoda. Also here is Jennifer Kovacs and her gorgeous, most handsome son, Ezra, who was born with clubfoot. Good morning to all of you.
Morning.
Good morning.
You're so cute. How old are you, Ezra?
5 3/4.
5 3/4. He's ham. Doctor, tell me first about clubfoot. A lot of people really haven't heard about this.
Clubfoot is a congenital defect that is found usually in utero at about 16, 18 weeks of an inward or twisted foot deformity. It's usually because of tightened ligaments and tendons in the area that twist the foot.
Jennifer, your son was born with clubfoot. Tell me what happened. How did you find out?
We found out at the 12-week sonogram.
Oh, wow.
They did a fetal anatomy scan where they check each of the baby's body parts.
And you're unaware, of course.
Unaware, had no idea. My husband and I are young, healthy, no defects in our family. So we were very surprised, very scared.
They came in and said?
Yeah, so when the technician left, the doctor came in to go over the results with us and said everything looks great, but...
Oh, you heard that but. Your heart sank.
Sinks.
Oh.
And my husband and I just look at each other because we have no idea what's coming, and he shows us from the sonogram the pictures of Ezra's feet, and they were completely bent inwards.
You
so
could actually see that.
I mean, like clear as day. There was just no denying
And you have
it.
no idea what it means?
We have no idea what it means, and you hear clubfoot, and I think you just sort of picture maybe like a Frankenstein foot, and what is this going to mean for our child?
And he's your first.
And he was our first, so we just definitely didn't expect anything of the sort. And it was terrifying. We started doing research to educate ourselves about it, and we talked a little bit about the situation with the doctor at the time.
I'm thirsty.
He's thirsty, and we're gonna get you some water in just a minute. In fact, my producer is getting up right now, because this is TV, and bringing you water because you're so special. You realize that there was a treatment for it.
Yeah, there's actually, I think, numerous different ways to treat it. And after doing research, we felt as though the Ponseti Method, which is a method that uses a series of casting when the child is an infant, and then afterwards they wear a bar with like little boots on it.
Doctor, let me bring you in real quick as he's having his water, because he is the superstar this morning. What is the Ponseti Method? What is she talking about, and how does that help?
So the Ponseti Method is a manipulative technique that was devised by Ignacio Ponseti in the 1950s, University of Iowa, that takes the foot through a manipulative course using a series of castings that covers a course of about 6 to 8 weeks, that lifts and externally rotates the foot into the normal position.
Okay.
Thereafter, they are then, at the last casting, have a surgical correction of the Achilles, release of the Achilles, if you will. And then they're placed, after that final casting, into these boots and brace, or bar, if you will. These are called AFOs, and they keep the foot in the corrected position initially for 90 days, 23 hours a day. In the following phase, they are then in the same bar and boot for naps and nighttime.
And for how long in total?
That can go up to 4 years, and more or less.
So early intervention, I'm going to assume here, is really important.
Yes.
Absolutely. I mean, I think with the casting, you know, you have an infant, so their concept of awareness, I think, is a little bit less. He's still in the boots, but at infancy is when they start the method, and it's with, like, literally, you know, you break your leg, you get a cast. So these babies have casts that go from their toes all the way to their groin. So if it's bilateral, it's both legs, which is what Ezra has. And then after the casting, which is about 3 months, then the casting is basically, I guess, sort of held in place by wearing the boots and the bar.
And it must have been pretty amazing to actually see the process where...
I mean, it looks like a deformity for all other intent purposes.
Because today I see nothing wrong at all.
I know, so...
Amazing.
Yeah, it really is an amazing process that does work. And
And doctor, another thing amazing is the fact that the company also gives back to the community. I know you travel to third world countries and they also donate some of the portions. Talk to me about that, because that's really huge.
Yeah, John Mitchell is the inventor and founder, and his wife, Jean, in 2009, after the company got started, they devised a nonprofit organization called On His Path that gives 50% of the proceeds to this organization to be used in several countries around the world. Its focus is on Clubfoot initiatives, but they cure for a variety of different medical needs throughout the world.
And of course, you being here creating awareness, and you, superstar Ezra, I know you were thirsty and you're probably a little bored, but I'm gonna bring you in now because you're so cute. How are you feeling?
Good.
Running around a lot?
Yeah.
Yes. And your favorite sport?
Fishing.
Fishing, really? What's the biggest fish you've ever caught?
Bonita.
Excellent. You like to eat fish too?
No.
So you fish, you catch them, and you put them back?
Yes, but one day I was at my dock and I was fishing and I caught this 10-foot and it was my fish and we almost decided to bring it home.
But you didn't?
No.
Because you're such a great kid. Thank you so much for being here. You're a superstar. Give me 5. Yes. Jennifer, thank you so much for sharing your story. And there goes the water boy again. Doctor, thanks for all information. And for more information about this non-surgical method to treat clubfoot, go to mdorthopedics.com. That's mdorthopedics.com. Or check out our website, thebalancingact.com. And there's more water for you.